Another thing that I want to show you before we get into some playing around time is what are called modal windows. And modal windows don't have to be used with a TK model. In other words, I could use the modal windows in any of my programs, but here's what they can do for you. So remember back when we were doing, well, even just last project when we're opening image files, and we had to create an image folder inside our project and put all the images in it for that to work properly. Well, with just these two lines of code, I can open any image on my hard drive on my computer, and it will pass the path to that and open that image. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so this is it's a fairly short program, but it's using that same file dialog. Okay, so I'm asking open file name. And so what's going to happen is when I run this, I get a very simple TK window. And all this is an image viewer. So all it does is when I click this, it's going to help allow me to open an image and it'll display it. What you can't see here is that there's a label object that's invisible right now. So if I click open image, watch what happens. It gives me the option to open any image on my computer. No longer just these easy ones or just the ones that are in my images folder, but I can literally look at any image on my computer and open that up, and then that image gets displayed in my label. So that's a lot cleaner and easier for our Instagram filtering app, right? If we're able to do something like that, because now we can open literally any image we want. So if I open an image, I can even go out, look at my desktop. I don't even know what images I have here. Let's see. That's safe, I think. So there's a picture of my family at the Long Beach Aquarium recently. So it'll take any image and it'll resize it so that it fits inside that window and display it. But you can see how easy that is. And I don't have to use that to display an image in a TK window. I could go back to my command line program and just use that command to allow me to open images anywhere on there. And what it gives me back is just the path to an image. So it gives me a file path, and then I can use that with image.open, which is just the pillow image open command. So really, really useful. But there's more, not just file dialog, but I can do color chooser. It'll open up the system level color chooser. Again, 2 lines, and what it returns is the hex color like this, which can be converted into any RGB color. Okay, there's a message box. If you just want to send the user a message in a pop-up window, all this has is the OK. So the user it doesn't tie it to any variables or give any feedback, but it just sends the user a message. And you can do a yes, no choice. And that feedback can be gathered, whether you can find out whether the user chose yes or no and then do something dependent on that. And then this one. This is almost identical to the input function that we've been using all semester, except it's the graphical user interface version of that. So they see this, they type in their answer gets put into the string variable, and then you can do whatever you want with it. So that's another really useful one. And again, we have an import, and then we have a single line of code to generate that box. So it's really, really easy and straightforward. Those dialog boxes or modal windows are very useful. A modal window is just what we call a window that pops up that's sort of temporary on top of the main window.